welcome here on the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show in 2025, and I have the honor to be sitting here with my very good friend Jonas, and I met a new friend yesterday here, August from partly even from Sweden. He's been living 15 years in Sweden, and he is the first owner of a Nimbus 495 in the US, or more or less on the other side of the world from us Europeans. And it was such an amazing 2-3 hours we already spent yesterday together on this boat, because what I never guessed, that his way of looking about the boat, the key or what he found in the boat, is very, very similar. When I would say he could even define it more precisely than every of our customers in Europe so far. Yeah, but he's the same key points which made him finding this boat. And you have told us this story again now together with the new CEO of Nimbus, Johan and Christina. But just try to explain me again a little bit, or us again, what made you and what was your journey to that decision, and what makes you such a proud owner, like I met you yesterday.
Well, proud owner is the right word for it. I'll tell you what, it's to see this boat here live in Fort Lauderdale is just a treat, because you walk by and go, oh, that's my boat, that's my boat. And then you see people walking on it and you see everyone looking at it. You're like, oh, I feel literally lucky to have this boat. And it started with your passion, Patrick, when you guys did a video.
Which is an honor for me, just imagine, I'm doing a video, and to interrupt, and this video was, you know how much discussion we had about this video, because I squeezed it into a photo shooting. It was Henrik's wife, never filmed any.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
She was never. She didn't know what to do. I just said, hold the phone. And she was doing it.
Yeah.
And this was the video.
Yeah, because it was your passion. I could see that you were on the video too, and I could see her holding. And you were explaining. I mean, just so beautifully. Like, okay, the bow is amazing, and the seats go up, and you have the gunnels, and you can do the anchor locker, and then you walked around, and I was like, this guy loves this boat. Like, you could feel this wasn't like a normal broker who is just, I'm gonna now tell you about the boat. He loves this boat. I was like, okay, wait a second, honey, we need to take a second here. We need to understand what is happening. I didn't know your name. I didn't know anything. I didn't know who you were. But I said, this is a person who understands this boat. And then we started looking. It wasn't just the features. It started with the feeling of this boat inside. And one of our criteria was we wanted to be happy at the marina inside this boat. We didn't want to be happy just only on the water underway. We wanted to be sitting at the marina inside this boat and not wanting to leave. And we kept walking on different boats, trying to get that feeling.
So how long was this process?
2 years.
2 years.
And 2 years.
You're having a 30-footer before.
Yeah, we still have the 30-foot Cobalt R30, great boat, lake boat, but it's time for us to move up to, we wanted a 50-foot boat. And we looked at everything. I mean everything. I don't mean that to be boastful. I mean, we looked at everything, and there are a lot of great boats at a boat show like this.
But you felt like, I think every boat is a compromise.
Yes.
And it's in fact the designer which decides in which compromises he focuses.
Yes, that's right.
And somehow Joachim, as we know him as a friend, is very good in finding these compromises, because he put some details in here which are quite unique, and I think which triggered you quite heavily.
Because every boat, it has to be compromised. Like, okay, if you're going to step up into the salon because you need to create more room into the midship master suite, or you compromise on the bow for this, but these compromises honestly don't feel like compromises. They feel like intentional design to make you feel livable, to make you feel like intentional that you can boat with it, that it makes something. So somehow Joachim created compromises that didn't become compromises. It became features. It became features that we really wanted to enjoy. And now we have this interesting problem of, where do we want to spend time on the boat? Because there's so many good places to spend time on the boat.
So when did you receive the boat?
We received the boat in June.
So you're very lucky, because there was a building slot still.
There was a slot. So when we first called, and so we literally had looked everywhere, right? We looked at everything, and we actually came to a point of stopping. to look.
Which is ridiculous somehow. With this amount of boats in this size range, you looked in between
48 to 58.
Yeah, okay.
48, I mean...
Which is the volume class.
There's a lot of boats in this class. And again, there's nothing wrong with these boats. I'm not trying to put any other boat down.
But they didn't make you to...
They didn't have the emotional attachment. They didn't have the feeling attachment. There was either too much of a compromise on the staterooms or on the salon or on the fly. Yeah. There was too much of a compromise in the aft or on the bow.
Oh, especially at the helm, the lower helm.
Oh, the lower helm, because it felt like, okay, in the lower helm, can I really steer the boat down here? Or am I just in a pancake? And I mean, who has a Flybridge? Do you mind if I touch you? I get so excited.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Who has a Flybridge that has an open window?
Nobody.
Who has a Flybridge with an open window? Because I love the sun. I absolutely love the sun. And for me to be able to get not just the sun from that window, but the fact that it opens. Yeah. So I have a Flybridge. So, because the compromise was, we are going to have a Flybridge, but downstairs is not going to feel very comfortable to boat it or to get any sun. No compromise on this boat. There's no, the compromise on the top. In terms of, well, we really wanted a boat where I can be steering and my partner can be right next to me, right? Rather than my partner far away. The pad.
Or she can lie
she can
there and
right
talk
here.
in face by face.
Face by face.
As you can downstairs.
And well, yeah, I mean, we could go on and on. I'm not sure how long you want your video. Because downstairs, one of the things too, in the midship, by the way, when I show this boat, so I always show this boat to my friends, right? Where I first show them the guest room with bunk beds, right? Yep. They go, oh, great, this is beautiful bunk beds, very nice. And then I show them the VIP, and they go, wow, your room is amazing, and beautiful. You know, the glass,
the wood interior,
the wood interior, and the sight lines. They go, you have the most beautiful room, and I go, that's your room. What? This is your room. You want to see my room? And then I walk them down to the midship, you know, on the suite, and they just lose it.
And
right?
what is really, you pointed yesterday out, and I can just underline that, is this, that you don't have only cupboards inside of the master cabin. Yes. You also have this small couch there. Because it's a place really you spending time, because you don't want to, sometimes you want to just a cozy place to
100%.
Go, or your partner is still in bed, but you don't want to lie in bed.
Yeah, because sitting up in bed's okay, you know, with your partner, but it's nicer to go. And I would agree and maybe disagree on the small part of that couch. It's not a small couch, it's a generous couch. I mean, it is like this big. And so usually couches, you know, that are next to the bed, you know, they're just like
just tiny, to put the shoes on.
Just to put your shoes on or something like this. This is a generous, I mean, you feel really comfortable against it. That was actually one of our criteria, that I wanted a space that I can enjoy while my partner was still in bed. And speaking of the bed, you mentioned this earlier, Patrick, to me. It's a comfortable bed. Yeah. My partner, who is maybe doesn't, you know, sleep, she you know, she usually would wake up at 7 or 8, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, honey, you have to get up. I've made 3 coffees already by now. Like literally.
Yeah, but also because the boat is so well isolated. Huh? So when you're lying in the master cabin, you can't really hear anything around. It's really, the boat is so well isolated that it's locking yourself
100% right.
Right off.
There's actually, it's like a feeling down there, like this serene, beautiful feeling. And again, you're just a quick second and then you're up on the salon. And the salon itself, which we should, you want to say, I feel like we're just talking the whole time.
No, come on. I mean,
yeah, the salon.
Enjoying.
Yeah, you're enjoying. You should. It's your boat. Right. The salon with that beautiful U-shaped sofa, you know, the main sofa there.
You can look, you know,
you can see everything. Yes. The glazing is amazing, right?
Yeah, but even sitting in the morning, your coffee, you're probably having there, because you can look around what is happening in the port and so on.
You can see everything. And I know that there was, in theory, a compromise where someone said that you have to step up and that the roof comes down a little bit. It's not. It's actually cozy. Yeah. It's actually cozy. So when you're sitting at that table, you're sitting in the sofas, you actually have a different feeling than being in the galley, or a different feeling. Yeah. So it's like little spaces that you want to relax in.
So too big headroom, when you sit, it's just taking coziness away.
That's right.
And here you have it like a fully.
Patrick
and this has another function as well. Yeah. That's also why we use the spaces in the boat, to take down the height of the boat and create a nice profile, create a low center of gravity, and get a very sturdy and safe feeling boat out at sea. So this is what you point out. that
it has a meaning for it.
it has a meaning for it, absolutely.
Yeah, what we just consider as a smart idea, you actually are
But you will
considering.
discover that when you plan to go out to the island.
Okay.
Is that Orca Island or?
Yeah,
where?
Orcas Island. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we love to sit there. In fact,
So if you build a boat like this, then it's going high. If you then take corners away, where you take room away for one area and give it to another area, which makes the whole boat then in the complete height less high.
So
And this reduces the center of gravity. And this is especially with Nimbus as a small boat builder is more used to do that, because in a small boat you need to do that.
How great
much
to
more.
have design that you don't. It's so intuitive and so wonderful. You don't know it serves multiple functions. Joachim should be very proud.
I promise you, because we talked about that earlier today. When you will come and visit us in Gothenburg, I will show you the factory. We also promised to take you to a perfect location in Marstrand to show you that spot.
I'm going to hold him to that promise.
Yeah, please do. But I also want to introduce it to you, Joachim, because he would be so boasted of hearing everything that is his mind when designing a boat like this. I know Joachim, he's going in his bubble. He's sitting in the night to trying to
really think.
Every single aspect of the boat, and he's smashed it with this.
You know, his biggest question was 5 years ago. Your answer on it is, why does the world need another 50-footer boat?
Okay.
This is the main question. The main question he was asking himself and also me, and for sure also the board of Nimbus, and to realize or sacrifice this investment in such a big boat, which was also a risk for Nimbus to build such a big boat. So why should a niche producer, which we are still in this size of the boat, being better than others who've been doing that for decades?
It's amazing. It turns out there was an open slot.
Yes.
It turns out there was a need because everyone didn't do it right. It just shows there's always a chance for something that's designed a little better.
Yes. But very much.
And we haven't even talked about the thing that this boat has that no other boat here at this boat show has. It has another room in the aft.
Yes.
It literally has another room in the aft. And that is because it has this glass. The glass that, I mean, you have to experience it. You'll see it on the video. When you experience it in person,
yeah, what it does, it knocks off the noise when you drive.
Yes.
It knocks off a potential spray when you drive.
That's right.
It knocks off also when you're lying in the mooring somewhere and you have people passing.
That's right.
You're not sitting that much in the presence of them
we
because
close
it's
it a lot because
it's the
it feels
noise,
like
noise protection. They are not
In
even
the
more
distance,
privacy.
creates a little more distance and privacy.
But then when you are out at a beautiful place, when you go swimming, you open it, and then you open the old aft deck towards the bottom
And
platform.
what we're finding also, because Seattle is like similar to the Swedish climate, and right now it's quite cold and it's beautiful here. But we'll close it in the evening, put on the heater in the salon. The heat transfers into the back. It becomes another room. So we're eating dinner in the freezing cold rain, and we are loving it, listening to the rain in the back. And it's not like it's plastic all around; it's glass. And you guys have
you have full
us
visibility because
and you've given us an extra room. So no, this boat is, we have hull 17, which I learned yesterday means that I have hull 7.
So
no one told me this, Patrick, except for you. You're the first person to tell me this.
It's like to explain. So every boat builder, I think this in general. So the prototype or the first boat built the boat. Jonas and me were, for example, going to Corsica with, this is hull number 11, which is hull number 1. But every boat builder does that. I don't know really the reason for that.
Traditionalist history of that is just some kind of superstitious thing.
So we are now in the build of hull number 25, 26.
Hull number 25, yes,
and
correct.
boats are sold until hull number 28 or 29.
29.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's 19 boats, and your boat is 7. And the first boat, as we said, in the US or even on this continent. And what we didn't say yet, I think, where are you boating? Because
it's Seattle. I boat in Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. The interesting thing is,
and that's also the name of your dealer. We should name them because
Seattle Yachts.
Seattle Yachts. Amazing job with
amazing job. The whole team there, Corey and Byron and Dave, and amazing job at Seattle Yachts.
You didn't know them before, so the product brought you to them. So it's not a long history you have with them.
No, I didn't know them, and it turns out I'm very lucky to have.
To go with this amount of money purchased into 2 new ways. Let's say there's a new product for you, and as well a new dealer for you. So it's a, you know, it's a decision you took. Which,
you know, Nimbus, you know, you have to trust it, but this brand, I know Nimbus. I mean, you trust that these Swedes understand boating. Yeah. These are boats built by boaters, right? Yeah, and these are people who live on the boats, who know their boats. It's over what, 50 years of boating. But we had never seen the boat. We had never stepped on the boat. We literally saw it on an iPhone, a little screen, your video, plus just reading about it. And we knew that this boat, the great thing is having the boat, it's honestly even better than we imagined. It's even better than we imagined. We don't want to go back to our house. We want to stay on the boat. And,
amazing.
I'm so glad to hear this.
This is yeah, it's, you know, to have, you know, again, this day was a very stressful day because I took, Jonas was like, we know each other so well, that's why I can talk about this. So he that day was like, we leave and then we have still a breakfast. It's so nice in Sweden, this Nimbus family. So we had a breakfast still in Langendrag together. Yeah. You want to do a video? I'm just one day here. Yeah. And so we went out and then we went to, what was the island? Crossholm. We stopped there, we stopped there and then somehow soonish we were eating again. And that's how we do it.
Yeah, you're like, I love the hospitality, but I really just want to make a video.
I want
to work. That's quite interesting because what you experienced, it was the one weekend we actually had to film in this first boat. Yeah. Because then it was not released from our R&D department yet.
Right.
We had that one weekend and the weather
was amazing.
Was amazing.
You watched the video. Watch this video.
All people think that was actually a rendered sketches. No. But it's proper photos. No. Yeah. And then Patrick was there.
Yeah, I'd squeezed myself in. I was like,
I'm glad you did.
I need some
and you could tell Patrick then at that point had to unleash it. And I mean, if you want an open boat that's not, I mean, when the port side window is down, when the back is completely open, when you open up the massive helm door, it's more than a helm door, it's almost a salon door, right?
It's a salon door on the side.
It's a salon door that opens all the way up. You have an open boat feeling.
And the roof.
Yeah, and then the roof. You have a Flybridge that has an open boat feeling.
Convertible feeling.
Yeah, it's a convertible feeling.
So, one thing, what I think is very important also when you do the step from 30-footer to a 48 or 50-footer, what was the trust, or how is it for you today to use the boat? So is it intimidating at all?
It was when I first received it. We didn't take it out for a month.
Okay.
On the because we were so scared, you know, because I finally secured a captain to come to train. Yeah, because it's a brand new, the most beautiful thing I've ever owned, and you know, and honestly, I didn't know how to drive it. In 20 hours of captain time, I can take this boat right now up the seaboard. No, I can.
Any conditions.
If you want me to dock this boat over there, literally almost single-handedly, but with me and my partner, no problem. And I could have a conversation while doing it. This boat handles so beautifully, and I'm not literally just saying that. I mean it. I mean, people come on my boat with my friends, and they are totally relaxed when I'm docking into my little space. They said, how are you docking this massive boat? Because it just, all the controls, everything that I have, simple.
But I think there's two things, which is impacting that. That's one is the controls, which Jonas can maybe talk a little bit about the assistant docking. But I think which is also very important is the overview and the accessibility of the view. So with the side door out, you can move forward, you can move backward, you see the passing platform end, you can even look through this small curved window when you're going in. From the helm, you can look to the port side in that corner, which normally many of the boats have the staircase there. So you're fully blind in an angle of 30 or 40 degrees, which you probably found on many of these competitors. And here you still, it's not about you can see the platform there, but you can see the boat next to you and can really have a feeling there. It's like the accessibility to view is I think
for
a
me,
big
that curved glass is so sexy in the back. You have it both in the front, you have it in the back. I love it. The reality is that it's also extremely functional for sight lines. There's almost not a blind spot on this boat from either helm. And I have the 360-degree camera. I almost don't use it because I can literally just see everywhere where I want to go. And it's a 50-foot boat, what a 49.5-foot boat. And I can get it into, the point is, right to my partner, just steps onto the dock and drops the line.
Yeah, for sure.
And what is about the assistant docking?
Just to continue what you said, August, there, it gives you so much self-confidence, be able to handle this boat yourself without the stress. And the assisted docking system that we talked about, that really takes the stress out of the situation. You feel relaxed, you feel confident together with your friends as a captain. I've done that many times as well, and that gives me self-confidence as well. And that's also, I think it's a problem for many boat owners that they don't dare to take a boat like that. We have several test drives with unexperienced captains and they just feel confident and they grow and they are proud.
And even if you have assisted docking on another boat, something about this boat, it's like when a car and you're driving, you can just feel it, you just feel the boat. You can just feel, oh, I want to go put my bow a little bit more, I want to put my stern a little bit more, I want to go. You can just 100% the way it's designed. You are an extension of this boat when you drive it. The assisted docking and all the technology, I use it, it's great. It's the boat designed as well.
For sure.
The fundament has to be good. And then all the options, make it even better. But if the fundament is not great, you cannot pimp it with just all the options.
Sometimes I forget I have bow and stern thrusters. And I'm like, oh, I couldn't, I got in so easily. I'm like, oh, I could have used my bow thruster. Next time I'm going to use it just for fun, But
you don't really need them. But the fundamental of this system is just, it takes away all the factors like wind, current, waves. The boat just sits there. It's like flying in a drone. If you're coming in and feel that, oh, this is a stressful situation,
just click it.
Just leave it. And then it's okay. The boat handles it. You can take a deep breath, and then you give the boat micro commands, and that will do exactly what you tell it.
That's the thing. If you ever feel, and I did once feel, because a big wind came, I felt a little panic. Boom, and then I could just take a second. Regroup. The boat's not going to do anything. It's going to stay, because I could feel it. It's working to make sure it stays right where it is. And then I'm back again. And I was like, well, that worked really well.
So what is your plans for the next season then?
So the next 2 years, got to really enjoy the Pacific Northwest, the San Juans, Vancouver, up into the Canadian islands. For those who know boating up there, it's a great boating, not too dissimilar to Sweden. And then maybe
there are loads of is it like in Sweden you have more harbors everywhere?
Harbors everywhere. There's a huge archipelago up there. Harbors everywhere. You could either throw down the anchor or there's guest docks all over the place. I'm actually now a new proud member of the Seattle Yacht Club, and we have places all over the islands. So it's great boating. Pacific Northwest boating is. Some say it's some of the best boating in the world. It's fantastic.
I've been
so we do it in some exchange. I'm coming up there.
They bring me to Mallorca.
Some Mallorca.
I'll get a Mallorca. I do think within 2 or 3 years, I think this boat would look quite sexy, maybe in the Bahamas or something. And, I think this boat with aquamarine water, the swim platform down, some turtles going by. What do you think? I think this boat will be.
We have been with turtles.
We have been with turtles.
And aquamarine, beautiful water.
But I have not been on the Bahamas with this.
Also not with turtles.
That is.
If it ever arrives, Hull 17 to the Bahamas, you are very welcome to.
Looking forward to it.
No, we feel very, very blessed and very lucky to have this boat. I couldn't want another boat. There's no check or there's no money.
Because you now been walking around here the last 2 days, so you probably, which is in nature, you
boaters love boats.
And you hopefully don't find anything even better. But if it would be so, then whatever. But you've been doing that the last 2 days, and you would not be sitting like this enthusiastic with us here if he would have found something which
and I'm not trying to hide from something. I'm going on every boat. I love walking boats, and I'll be in Düsseldorf as well because I want to see you guys, and maybe we'll see some other 495 owners in Düsseldorf. And no, there's no boat at this boat show that you, regardless of price, that you can say, August, please give us back our boat. You can have this one. I'd say no.
And I say very much
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Dankeschön and tack så mycket.
And for us, I think it's an honor for all this feedback. We just got this positive feedback, and it's an honor for my team for that we're doing these videos and we're sitting here together to bring out this message, because it's to find the right boat is one of the most complex decisions. For us yesterday, Phil filming us, we've been here in the convention center, and in Europe we know all the boats, or not all, but we know many. But then you come in a different market here, and somehow you have different brands I've never seen before, which are covering a a certain market which is also not existing in Europe. And I somehow felt myself in the situation how difficult it is to distinguish what is your needs and what is the right product for that, which is so easy for me in Europe, but here not. So I can feel somehow how difficult it is for the end customer to go the right track, even beside only looking into the money, this comes on top, but beside the money aspect, just to find the boat, which is like feeling by heart as the correct decision for what you want to use the boat for in the next 2 or 3 years or even longer. It's a very difficult situation.
It's very stressful. It's very stressful because it's a lot of money, but
nobody needs a boat.
Yeah, you don't need a boat, and you're not going to have 4 of the boats. So you can't have 4 with each one have its own compromise. You have one. You have one that you want to be on, and if you get lucky and you find a boat that you don't want to walk away from, and then you really feel something good has happened. Exactly. And we did it with this boat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, August.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
See you in Düsseldorf.
See you in Düsseldorf.